Hey, you guys. My name is Cynthia Pena, and I am so excited that you are watching this because it means that you're about to start your 10-day cleanse. You're about to start the first half if you're continuing on to do the full 24-day challenge. The first 10 days are the preparation phase. And so what I want to do is I want to walk you through, I want you to have a video resource that will walk you through how to access your meal plan and then how to read your meal plan. So what you're seeing on my screen right now is our Team Evolve website. This is a website that is designed specifically to help you as a resource and a guide. So the first thing you want to do, this will most likely be emailed to you, but in case it isn't and it goes to your junk mail or you can't find it, you want to go to evolvelifebydesign.com. That's our homepage. And then you want to click on programs. Click on the meal plans, and it's going to take you to a separate link that shows you different options. If you're doing weight loss, you're going to select the weight loss option. If you're doing a 24-day challenge or a cleanse elite, meaning that you want to build muscle tissue, you would click on the tone and build, and it would give you the appropriate options. You're going to select the 24-day challenge, and then we're going to select packet. This is going to open up a new window, and from this window, it's going to give you the options of days 1 through 10, days 11 through 24, and the menu tracker. Each one of these is password protected. And so if you want to know a little bit more about the results that people have gotten on the 24-day challenge, you can click on this video. If you'd like to know a little bit more of the overview of the program and what it entails, there's an overview that's located on this page here as well. But I'm going to walk you through the first 10 days meal plan. So we're going to select days 1 through 10, and this is the detailed version. And I'm going to put in the password. Now, our passwords change every year, so just ask the Team Evolve coach that you're working with for your specific password, and they'll be able to give you access to the meal plan. Okay, here we go. So the cleanse phase is going to be laid out for you first in education. So we're talking here, Jennifer and Nathan DeTracy, who are the ones that created the meal plans for you, who have more than 25 years of combined experience in the area of health and nutrition, created this meal plan so that they would be able to educate you on how to detoxify your system by using natural food sources. So we're going to be taking out a lot of processed food. We're going to be taking out alcohol. We're going to be taking out caffeine or coffee for right now. And the whole process is to really kind of reset your system. So the first part here is going to give you a little bit of education of why it's important and why it's essential for us to detox. So make sure that you do your own, take time to read through that so that you have a better understanding. Now, page 2 is going to give you the details on how to measure out your portions. This is what I would explain to you. Follow the portion size based off of your weight for the first 2 days. If you feel that the food is too much for you because you started as an undereater, meaning that you were eating maybe less than 3 meals a day, or you were under consuming calories throughout the day, and when you start to eat on this program, you feel like the food is too much, then at that point, work with your coach and they're going to drop your portion size. But until then, I want you to follow the portion size that's according to your weight, and then follow these guidelines as well right here. So if you say, let's say for example, we're going to start with me, I'm 120 right now, so my portion size would be a small. If I'm working with a client that's over 190 pounds, their portion size would be a large. So you're going to find your range right above here, and you're going to match the size, the portion size, to the next page, which is going to be your shopping guide. Now, the shopping guide is going to have the list of appropriate proteins, fruits, vegetables, carbohydrates, and healthy fats. And so for my portion size, I would be right here, the small portion of 3 to 4 ounces of protein a day or per meal. The fruit portion would be a 1/4 cup, and so forth. Depending on what your portion size is, this is what you're going to be following right here. Anything that's highlighted in yellow is going to be something that you can eat as often as you'd like with no need to measure, because the calorie density there is not enough to really affect your weight loss. A couple of things to know here. Anything that is in bold is going to be best for constipation. So if you struggle with constipation before the challenge, just know that these things that are in bold are going to be the ones that will be best for you. In regards to your protein, let me just kind of tell you over here. In the second phase, you will be allowed to have things like cottage cheese and Greek yogurt, but for the first phase, we want to omit all dairy. So you're going to be relying on fish, halibut, tilapia, cod. It gives you the list right here. The chicken breast and ground turkey and ground beef, make sure that they are lean versions of those. And then your egg white portions, you guys, this is going to be egg whites only. These numbers are going to indicate whether it's a full egg, you're taking out 6 yolks and you're using the 6 whites of the 6 whole eggs, or if you're using the egg whites in a carton, then the measurement version is here. The numbers that are next to the carbohydrates are going to be based off of the calories. So if you're looking to have lower calories within your consumption, yams would be your best option. It's also going to indicate, you guys, some of these are easier to digest than others. Sweet potatoes and quinoa are actually very easy to digest. So if you feel like you're eating the portion size, but you're very full, it may also be the kind of food that you're eating. So work with your coach and make sure that you can ask them for a little bit of guidance. In terms of the healthy fats, we have almonds and cashews, avocado, peanut butter, or almond butter. There's going to be some recommendations on how to choose your spreads, your peanut butter and almond spreads. You want to do the ones that are natural with not additional ingredients in it. And then these are going to be some recommendations, you guys. What you want to do with your proteins is you want to saute them, bake them, broil them, steam them, and even barbecue them on a charcoal grill or something, but do not fry them. Don't put additional oil in them. When you're using your fruit, fresh or frozen is fine. Avoid anything that's canned just because there's additional sugar. When you're looking at your vegetables, again, raw, steam, and measure them pre-cooked. Don't use any canned vegetables as well. And when it comes to fats, use raw version only. Do not use the ones that have added sugar or oils. And then these are going to be some recommendations for foods to omit and then foods that you can have anytime. I personally have a sweet tooth, so sugar-free Jell-O is my favorite best friend. So I utilize that all the time, but you can use pure vinegars, you can use lemon and lime, any kind of herbs. Sugar-free spices and seasonings are amazing for your cooking. And this doesn't have to be a bland program. I'm going to show you in a minute how you can find some recipes that we've added on here for some convenience for you. So make sure that you read through this. These are going to be some recommendations, some education. Again, this is going to tell you no dairy during the first 10 days. Limit your salt intake because that does increase the amount of weight that you're carrying because of water retention. It gives you a little bit of education in terms of the glycemic index, which means the way that your body responds to sugar, and then some recommendations based off of constipation. So let's get into this. So on day number 1, there's going to be a couple of things I'm going to ask you to do. Please take pictures. And the reason why I'm asking you to take pictures, you guys, is because you want to be able to track your journey. You want to be able to see how far you've come. So take pictures in something that's going to be comfortable for you. Do not, please listen to me. Do not take pictures in Speedos or thongs or super revealing clothing that we cannot share in the future in case you ever want to share your testimonial. So do it in something that's going to be light colored, avoid black, and do it in something that is form-fitting if you're going to be fully clothed, like a tank top and maybe yoga pants or shorts and a sports bra. Bathing suits are completely fine, but again, just try and keep them appropriate. So on day 1, you're going to take your pictures, you're going to take your measurements, and you're going to weigh in. Please update your coach and let them know when you're starting and let them know that you are, what your starting numbers are, because that way we can track your progress. So cleanse phase day 1. Day 1 recommendations, you guys, no working out. We are going to be doing fruits and vegetables only. And the reason why is because we want to start the detox process. Day one, you're gonna start with your fiber drink, and I'm not gonna go through this too much in detail, you guys. You have the products in front of you, and you can read this on your own. I trust you, but I do want to just kind of give you guys some guidelines and some recommendations. For the fiber drink, you guys, mix it. You can mix it with your Spark. It'll take away a little bit of the blandness of the flavor, but you do not want to let this sit. Make sure that you drink it right away. The probiotic is in the small green Herbal Cleanse box. A lot of times people miss it and they think that they didn't get this product. It is in your products. If you ordered the cleanse system, it's going to be in the small Herbal Cleanse box labeled AM. You're going to take one in the morning, and then you're going to set the other one aside for the evening. The meal replacement shake, my recommendation, blend it with ice. It is absolutely delicious. 9 ounces of water, 3 cubes of ice, put it in the blender. It tastes like, if you're from the East Coast, a Nifty 50s milkshake. It's amazing. You're going to utilize 3 Omegaplex, which is your healthy fatty acid. It helps to decrease inflammation. And then if you have Biotune, anything that is in blue is optional. If you have Biotune, then you would take 1 at that point. So for your first snack, which would be 3 hours after your breakfast, you're going to have a fruit and a vegetable. It's a serving of a fruit, and it is a serving of a vegetable, not one or the other. It's both. We recommend having green tea with lemon throughout the day. Green tea is a natural metabolism booster. And then with the lemon, it helps to break down some of the plaque buildup in your stomach lining. I would recommend you do that hot. Lunch, again, day one is going to be fruits and vegetables. You may eat extra veggies on this day just because your calories are going to be pretty low. We want to make sure that you feel satiated. And then your afternoon snack, again, fruits and vegetables. Green tea with lemon is recommended. And then at this point, make sure that you're drinking plenty of water throughout this day. You're going to be utilizing the restroom a lot, not number 2. Remember, this is a gentle cleanse, so it's not an abrasive cleanse. But you are going to be using the bathroom for number 1 because the water is going to be going through your system because there's not a lot of food to absorb it. So then dinner is going to be fruits and vegetables and Omegaplex, again, 3 of those. Biotune, optional if you have it. And before bed, you're going to take the Herbal Cleanse pills, which are in your small Herbal Cleanse box, the second bottle that says PM. Put these by your nightstand. These are ones that are going to help to detoxify your system. And then the Rehydrate, I recommend Rehydrate. If you did not get this, this is going to help your cleanse tremendously. It is an electrolyte replenishing beverage that helps to minimize any kind of harsh cleansing effects, especially if you drank a lot of soda, if you ate a lot of sugar, or if you drank a lot of alcohol. The body will go through a detox phase, and sometimes that can present itself in feeling a little bit like with headaches and migraines. And so Rehydrate mixed with Spark will help you tremendously. You can have Spark up to 3 times a day. You're going to have sustainable energy for about 5 hours. And so again, just a reminder, do not work out on day 1. All right, let's go into day 2. Day 2 is going to be where you incorporate food. Yes, very exciting. So you're going to wake up, you're going to have your fiber. Again, you can mix this with Spark if you'd like, and you're going to have one of the probiotics, which is in your AM bottle found in the Herbal Cleanse packet, in the Herbal Cleanse box. The breakfast, your meal replacement shake with 3 Omegaplex and your Biotune. Now, this is the best part about this program, you guys. I have done plans in the past where someone has told me that I have to have chicken, broccoli, and brown rice, and that just doesn't work for me. I don't learn anything. I end up not liking the food that they choose. And so the way that this program is designed, it is allowing you to customize your meal plans based off of how you like to eat, based off of how your family likes to eat, and based off of the premise that we want to educate you how to pair foods correctly. So for your first snack, you can have a fat and a fruit. You would go back up to the grocery list option so that you can see what fruits are on your list that are appropriate. You would choose your portion size, and you would pre-pack your meal so that you have the right portion sizes with you. So 1 fat and 1 fruit. My personal favorite, I love strawberries and cashews. Another one that you can do is blackberries and almonds. You can do apples and peanut butter. So those are just some options for you. You can also make a salad out of it and use balsamic vinegar, a strawberry, spinach, and cashew salad, or maybe even some avocado on there as a snack. Okay, so just some options. For lunch, you're going to do a protein, a carb, and a vegetable. I'm going to show you in a minute where the recipe link is, but there are so many options here, you guys, of what you can do. The most important thing is that you pair it according to your portion size, and then prepare your food ahead of time. That's the one thing I can tell you about this. If you prepare ahead of time, you will never be in a position where you don't have the appropriate food and you don't have to make bad choices. Okay? So your PM snack is going to be a fat and a fruit. And then your dinner is going to be a protein and a vegetable. So so protein and a vegetable. Don't cook with oil, you guys. Utilize a PAM spray for your food. And again, go back to the recommendations on how to prepare your meals. But you can use, you can steam them, you can bake them, you can broil them, but don't use any oil for cooking your food. You'll have 3 Omegaplex after dinner, BioTune if you have it. And then if you have a very long day, for example, I start my day at 4 a.m., I have a 6th optional meal because I eat every 3 hours. And so by the time that 10 o'clock comes around, it's time for me to eat again. Now, I want to educate you on something. Don't be afraid to eat in the evening, especially if it's going to be something that's going to keep your metabolism going. Protein and vegetables is not going to make you gain weight, even if it's late in the evening. So let's say, for example, that your last meal, that your 5th meal is at 6 p.m., but you don't go to bed until 11. Right around 9 o'clock, you're going to start to feel hungry. I would rather you have that optional meal or utilize Catalyst, which is a product that protects the muscle tissue, than going to bed on an empty stomach. Okay? So then before bed, two herbal cleanse pills and 1 probiotic, and anytime a Rehydrate, okay, and a Spark, up to 3 times a day, because that's going to help you with focus and mental energy. Now, there's a couple of recommendations here, you guys, for your workout. So if you are going to work out, make sure that you have the meal that is recommended on the very last page, and I'll show you where that is. Here's some cleanse notes. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water, when to utilize Rehydrate, space your meals every 2.5 to 3.5 hours. Make sure to avoid processed food, you guys. The whole cleanse aspect of this is to give your body wholesome nutrition, to give you the energy that you need, to decrease the belly bloating that you've been kind of battling, to decrease the low amount of focus and energy that you've had. So the other thing, guys, don't skip meals. Don't skip meals. One of the things that my coach has always told me is skipping meals is kind of like eating a cheesecake. And I always want to respond like, look, can I just have the cheesecake instead? But that would not be appropriate or conducive to our goals. So the answer is no. But don't skip meals or eat less than the required amount. Make sure that you're eating the correct portion, because this isn't a diet. This isn't a starvation program. This is a program that's going to stimulate your metabolism because you're introducing enough calories into your body. Okay, so it talks a little bit about preparation. Make sure you have a food scale, and then workouts. So take Catalyst, which is the product that protects the muscle tissue, and then utilize Rehydrate or Biocharge to increase your stamina during the workout. So just a couple more cooking ideas. And then here at the bottom, this is going to be your cardio and weightlifting recommendations. For those of you that are currently engaged in a workout, when you lift weights, I want to make sure that you read through this, because you want to have a carbohydrate right after your workout. Do not just have protein and vegetables if you're lifting weights. Okay? And if you're just doing cardios, you can just have protein and vegetables. But when you're lifting weights, you want to make sure that you introduce carbohydrates to build the density of the muscle. So make sure you read through that. And know that you're not alone. You have a coach that will walk through this with you if you have any questions after watching this video. And then my favorite part, here are the results tracker, which is where you're going to measure yourself. And I'm going to give you a couple of dates that you can write down, but your coach will also give you some dates to keep track of. So the first day that you're going to weigh in is going to be day 1. Then our first progress check after that is going to be day 4. Then our next time, I like to check in with my clients every 3 days. So I check in on day number 7 to see how they're doing. You can choose to stay off of the scale until day 11, to completely up to you and your coach. But on day 11, that's going to be the next time that you take pictures, that you take measurements, and that you weigh in. And then day 14 is going to be your first refuel day. That's going to be in the second phase. And so day 18 will be the next time that you weigh in. Day 25 will be the final time that you weigh in, take pictures and measurements for the 24-day challenge. Okay? All right, so let me go back here real quick. So from the meal plan port, so this is where you were before. This is where you can find, hold on, nutrition. You're going to go to nutrition, and then you're going to go recipes. Check it out. There are recipes here if you want to know what to cook for your protein. This is going to give you a protein and a veggie meal. This is going to be just protein. So if you wanted to make a baked salmon, that sounds delicious. Look how easy they made this for you. Number 1, they have the ingredients listed there. They have the instructions on how to, let me see, I don't know why my computer seems to be frozen. Anyway, down here it's going to tell you what the portion sizes are. Let me see if I can open up this other, ooh, let's do ice cream sherbet. So, I don't know why this is taking so long, guys, sorry. Okay, here we go. Okay, so for the ice cream sherbet, it's going to tell you a vanilla or chocolate muscle gain, which is Advocare's protein supplement. And then you're going to do half of a cup of pasteurized egg whites, ice shavings, and a serving of Biocharge, Oasis, or Spark. All of these are Advocare products. So basically, this is a recipe where you can utilize additional Advocare products to get your nutritional needs for the protein, the ice cream sherbet. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure that you knew where you could get the recipes because they're right here. And then when you are, as you're continuing, there's a video here that teaches you how you can continue to increase your discount. And I just want to show you that because I'm all about educating people. So there's a video here that will show you if you are a preferred customer or if you're someone that's purchasing products with a discount, how you can learn how to increase your discount. You can go right there. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that that's pretty much it, you guys. Honestly, you are in the best hands with the coaches that you're working with. I know this because I personally have coached them and trained them myself, so I know that they are good. But we are here to support you. We're here to encourage you, and we are here to be your backup. That at the end of the day, we can't cook for you, and we can't prepare the food for you, and we can't put it in a container and take it to work with us for you, and then ultimately we can't eat it for you. So I want you to remember why it is that you're starting this in the first place. I want you to remember why you chose to do this challenge, whether it be the first 10 days only, or if you're going on to do a full 24 days, or if you have a really big goal and you want to do a full 72-day challenge. You're doing this for yourself, and we're here to support you, and we're here to encourage you. But at the end of the day, this is a journey that only you can take because we're not there with you. So I hope that this was helpful. I wanted to make sure that you had something to guide you on how to read your meal plan. And if you have any additional questions, please reach out to the coach that you're working with, and they will give you specific guidance and connect you to the appropriate support pages that we have on Facebook and through the GroupMe app. That's all that I have for you guys tonight. I hope you found this helpful and this added value to you, and we will see you on the next video. Good luck on the next 10 days, you guys.